What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video we're going to be going over GTA 5 Online's weekly update. So if you guys are looking for the best money making methods and sales for this week, this video will detail all that, including this week's podium vehicle and time trial. If you don't mind, before I get into the video, please drop a like and subscribe, and of course hit the notification bell so you guys can keep up to date on GTA 5 Online's money making methods and sales. So first things first, we have this week's podium vehicle, which is the Vapid Retinue, which is actually a pretty nice vehicle. It's the Mark II variant, of course, and you guys can pick up this vehicle from the casino if you guys go ahead and spin the wheel. If you have the casino available to you, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and spin that wheel for an opportunity to win this vehicle for free. And then we'll move on to this week's sales, which if we head on over to Legendary Motorsports, you'll see the Revolter is on sale for $1.1 million this week. That's a 30% off discount, so if you guys are looking to again add to your vehicle collection, definitely would recommend picking this up. But at the same time, we do have the update approximately 2 weeks out, so you might want to save your money and keep that in consideration for all the sales I go over this week. If it's not a necessity and not something you really want, I don't recommend picking it up unless you guys have an excessive amount of money. And then if we move over to southern-san-andreas-superautos.com, you'll see the Vapid Slam Truck is finally on sale again for $786,000. That's a 40% discount, and honestly this vehicle is pretty fun. So again, if you do have that extra cash, this would be a pretty fun vehicle to mess around with friends. But it did disappoint when it first released, but actually after using it, you can still have a lot of fun with this vehicle. Then if we move over to Warstock Cash and Carry, you guys will have the Vitier for 30% off, which is again a 10-seater vehicle. If you have a lobby of friends, you can fill that up and have quite a bit of fun with it. But other than that, it doesn't have that much use considering it's a Warstock vehicle. And then we have the P45, which is this aircraft here. It's a popular aircraft, some people like to fly it. It's not that great of a combat aircraft in my opinion. I guess it is a propeller aircraft, so that's kind of unfair when you're comparing it to a jet engine type aircraft. But again, for 30% off, sitting at $1.8 million if you don't get the trade price, and $1.39 million if you do get the trade price. Not too bad of a sale. And then we have probably one of my favorite sales of the week, and this is the RM10 Bombushka. I love the Bombushka. I've had tons of friends hop in the back of the Bombushka. I've had tons of fun with it. It's overall a great vehicle. It is a little bit pricey, so again, if you don't have that extra income, I don't recommend picking it up. It's not an essential or anything like that, but it's definitely something you can have quite a bit of fun with in a large lobby. So coming in at $4 million, definitely something I'd recommend picking up if you have the spare cash. Definitely something I'd recommend you guys pick up this week. And then we have the V65, which is a very popular aircraft and a lot of players do use it. It's just very popular compared to the Jet at $3.3 million. That's a 30% discount, and again, I can recommend this vehicle because I've seen other people using it. I haven't used it that much other than in missions, and when I have used it in missions, it's performed very well. So I definitely recommend you guys go pick this up to add this to your collection, to your aircrafts in your hangar, keeping in mind that that update is coming out. So definitely don't spend your last 5 or 6 million upgrading this vehicle and buying this vehicle and not have any money for that. And then last but not least, at Warstock Cash and Carry, we have the Western Company Cargo Bob. So this Cargo Bob is a very useful vehicle, something I recommend you guys pick up, of course, as it does help you complete several missions. And one of the businesses it will help you run is the vehicle import export or vehicle cargo. This will allow you to pick up the vehicle using the Cargo Bob and fly it back to your warehouse, and people know this and love this way of collecting their cars. So if it's something you'd like to add to your businesses and you have an extra $1 million sitting around before the update, definitely something I'd recommend, as it is a useful tool to many GTA 5 online players, and you can actually have quite a bit of fun using this vehicle as well. And then if we head on over to Dock Tees, we have the Toro, which is on sale for 40% off, which is $1.05 million. You guys can go ahead and pick that up. And then the Kraken, which is $795,000, or free of course if you're an OG Xbox 360 player or PlayStation 3 player, but if not, you guys can go ahead and pick this up for $795,000. That's a 40% off discount. And last but not least, for our regular sales of the week, we have the Dynasty 8 garages. So if you head on over to Dynasty 8 and look at the garages, they are all on sale for 40% off, so you guys can save quite a bit on a 10-car garage. Definitely recommend some of the higher end 10-car garages garages, definitely get a 10-car garage because this will give you the maximum amount of space for your money. And at 40% off, why not pick up some extra garages if you have that money, especially with the new update coming out. You might need that extra vehicle space, so that's definitely something I would consider picking up this week. And then for our Prime Gaming bonuses, we have another $100,000 that you'll probably get this week, and then you'll have 80% off the Soji, and then you'll also have 70% off the Valkyrie, same as last week, so just consider picking that up. If you don't have Prime Gaming, you guys can sign up for a 30-day free trial in the link in the description box below through Amazon, because Amazon Prime is how you get Prime Gaming. With that being said, that will bring us to our first money making method, which is survival modes, and they are 2 times money. And let me tell you guys, they added some new survival maps. They added, I believe, 7 new survival maps, and I've played 3 of the new survival maps, and they're actually really fun. Considering I like playing survival and they added these new content, it's actually nice to have the change. It actually refreshes it, so I recommend you guys go ahead and play all 7 survival maps throughout the week. If you play one a day, that will bring you in quite a bit of money if you get all the way to the last wave, which is 10. I played the survival map process, which is an older one, but I'm comfortable with it, and I knew I could get to the 10th wave using this one. If you hide in the spot I'm hiding here, you'll actually end up surviving most of the waves. It'd be very difficult to lose this, especially if you have a good team like I did here. You guys will actually make $60,000 for completing the 10 waves, and it takes around a minute per wave, depending on your squad, maybe a little bit longer. So that's actually pretty good. 60K for the amount of time I spent within that match is definitely a good payout, and I honestly had quite a bit of fun and made quite a decent amount of RP. And on a side note, it's 3 times money in RP on free mode events, so if you guys get the opportunity to complete criminal damage or whatever or anything like that, you guys will actually end up getting a 3 times the regular reward. So that's something you might want to consider when you're in a free mode lobby, just adding that in there to make a little bit of extra side income. And then last but not least, we have the Up Chiliad time trial, which is up north near Chiliad Mountain, obviously. And you guys have 1 minute and 10 seconds to complete this time trial. Now, this time trial is one of the easier time trials compared to the down Chiliad time trial, that's for sure. And you guys can make $100,000 by completing this time trial. Now, I will say I have had complications completing this time trial in the past, but if you follow the path I'm taking, you'll definitely have a successful run. Just be sure to have snacks on you in case you fall off your bike, as well as to start halfway in of the circle. Just so you know, the Tron suit does not make a difference in your performance. I have a lot of players ask me that when I wear this for my time trials, so just keep that in mind, that the Tron suit's not going to make any difference whatsoever. So first things first, you're going to start up the time trial, and you're going to start halfway out, halfway in, and you're going to follow the path I take. This part, the first little part, all you're doing is watching for trees and little branches and stuff like that. And you're going to want to come up the mountain just like I did here actually. It actually worked out pretty well, and you are going to need a pretty decent run. And you'll see that I'm wheeling as I go up the hill. And this is super important because you're going to lose acceleration like crazy because you're going up a hill. Obviously, you know, gravity and resistance like that. So wheeling will help you guys deal with that problem. And then you're going to follow the path I'm taking, make the turns where I take them. Very straightforward. And then you want to go up this little hill. You will catch air at that little hop there. Try not to. It's almost worth slowing down not to, because you can completely lose control and end up falling off the side of the mountain, and that really sucks. So definitely keep that in mind, and then just follow the path that's like pretty much made for you here. You can really clearly tell that there's a path made for you. And then you're going to make this turn up here. You need to keep your speed when you're going up this side of the mountain here. And I noticed that I used to slow down a lot here. And then you slow down last second when you hit that wooden post there, and then follow the path I take. There is other ways to get up this little piece here, but I found that I kept crashing. You can go up the right hand side and make it, but I just went up the stairs because I had the extra time and I felt comfortable doing that. And you'll see here that I made my $100,000, and I hope you guys go ahead and take the opportunity to make your $100,000 too by completing this time trial. So that concludes this week's money making methods and sales of the week. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.